Hello and welcome to SnackTube. I've decided to have a wee clear out of my cupboards today, and that's why I've decided to review today's item. This is something that has been sitting in my cupboard for months, since about last summer. I bought it on a whim. I was like, that sounds interesting, I'll try that. And then it's just been sitting in there for absolute ages and I've been putting off trying it. Not for any particular reason, it does sound nice, but I don't know why I've been putting it off. I've just found other stuff that's been more interesting to me. So what we've got today is some Pamapol Fasolka po Bretonsku z Wedona Kielbasa. So any Polish people in the comments, please let me know what that means, because I'm not really sure. I've had a wee Google to see what fasolka is, and from what I can gather, fasolka is basically Polish baked beans, and then this is basically their version with sausage through it, so it's basically beans and sausages, which is something that in our British one that we get, you know, I specifically like the Asda ones, the Asda own brand ones, beans and sausages, so can't be bad, right? It actually smells quite nice. It smells like beans and sausages, so the description on the jar says white beans with smoked parboiled poultry and pork sausage in tomato sauce, which isn't the most flattering way to describe it, I would say, but has all the things in it that I like, I suppose. White beans, I mean, we use different types of beans for our baked beans in the UK. I can't remember what are they called again. Cannelloni beans, I think it is. Whereas this is white beans, apparently. So see how that holds up. And everything on this jar is either in Polish or English. So you've got all your ingredients and that there. I'll pick a few of them out. So poultry meat 60%, pork meat 18%. That's what the sausage percentages are. It's 8.8% sausage for the whole thing. 30% of it is beans smoked, and then the rest of it is the sort of sauce, which has onions, tomatoes, preservatives, all that sort of stuff. It's got no added preservatives, and it's been sterilised as well, apparently. So this is a Polish product. I got it in the Polish section in, I think it was the Co-op, and yeah, I decided to just pick this up. Think it sounded quite nice, or it looked different from what I normally get. Beans in a jar. So let's have a wee look at the nutritional information. So this is a 500 gram jar, and it tells you per 100 grams in here, and I would say it fills a bowl. 500 grams fills a bowl, so I would say that's enough for one portion or for two portions if you're having something else with it. Like, it recommends on here having it hot with bread or other side dishes. I don't have any bread in the house, so I'm just going to eat it as it is, but yeah, have some. It kind of looks soupy. It's quite liquidy, so yeah, it'd probably go quite good with some bread to dip, some bread and butter or something. So nutritional values per 100 grams. So you want to times this by 5 to get the value for the whole thing, but I'll just go for the 100 grams just now. Energy 85 kcal, which yeah, sounds about right. That's about the same as beans and sausages out of a tin. 2.1 grams of fat, 0.7 grams of saturate, 11 grams of carbs, 3.6 grams of sugar, 2.4 grams of roughage, apparently. I don't know what that means. Fiber? I'm guessing that means fiber, right? 4 grams of protein and then 0.9 grams of salt. So not too bad. Maybe a little bit high in the salt, but overall not too bad for you. So yeah, that's what the serving suggestion looks like on the tin, in the jar, I should say, in a bowl. Sausages look quite nicely crispy around the edges. I wouldn't say they look like that in our bowl here, but let me see if I can hold this up. It's quite hot. So that's what it looks like. I'll tell you what, I'll tilt the camera because that's the easier way to see it. So there it is. It's red and it's got beans and sausages through it. So there you go. Right, let's give this a wee go then. So this is the Pamapol Fasolka po Bretonsku. Let's give it the old taste test, shall we? Alright, I'm going to go for, let's go for just, no, let's get a bit of everything. Let's get a bit of everything on a spoon. So a couple of beans and a wee slice of sausage. So there you go, a couple of beans and a wee sausage. Okay. Interesting. Right, I need to try everything in isolation. Just to try each different bit. So let's go with a couple of beans. So they are bigger than the normal like baked beans you get here, because these are white beans as opposed to cannelloni beans. Similar texture to baked beans, just a bit bigger, but similar sort of texture to our baked beans that we get. Let's try this sausage. Can't say I'm a fan of that sausage. It falls apart very easily. There's no real bite to it. You know, smoked sausage, I like a bit of crunch, a bit of chew. I love it when the skin's nice and crispy. That falls apart quite a lot, and there's quite an artificially taste to it, which I have to say I'm not a huge fan of. Let me just try another wee bit. I like that it adds the smokiness to the whole thing, but can't say that sausage in there is very nice. Let me just try the sauce on its own. Looks like standard sort of tomato-y sauce. Yeah, tastes like the tomato sauce you get out of a bean tin. Tastes like maybe a little bit smokier. But your beans and sausage tends to be a bit smokier anyway because it has that porky flavour for it. But yeah, it very much tastes like bean juice, which I would say a higher quality bean juice than you would get out of a tin of Asda baked beans. You can see there's like herbs and stuff through it as well, which is quite nice. Almost like a tomato soup. It's a bit more tomato soupy than bean juice, yeah, I would say. Try not to spill this everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Overall, that's quite nice. I like the sauce. It's thick. It's reasonably thick. See, that's sort of reasonably thick. It's tomatoey and a little bit herby. It's got garlic through it as well. You can really taste the sort of garlic through it. The beans are okay. The beans are fine. They're quite similar to baked beans that we get here anyway. Only a bit bigger. So I've got absolutely no problem with the beans. Texture is fine, flavour is fine. I mean, they essentially just taste like the sauce, so beans are good. But the sausage is the biggest letdown. I mean, it's the only letdown of it, to be honest, because it's not very good. There's no real bite to it. It just kind of dissolves, and it's got a bit of a sort of artificially kind of chemically taste to it. It's very cheap tasting smoked sausage. God, I can't eat liquids without dripping it everywhere, man. I am terrible. You should see the state of my carpet. Might have to get wood floors in here. But yeah, overall that's quite nice. I would say the sausage I could do without, but the rest of it is quite good. So will I have it again? Probably not, because I think I would probably just rather have a tin of my own beans and sausages from Asda or whatever. But yeah, not bad. It's good for what it is. I think with some bread to dunk in it, I think that would be quite nice. Yeah, not bad. Well, good job, Polish people. That's it's very similar to what we have here, to be fair, only with a slightly different twist. So there you go. That was the Pamapol Fasolka po Bretonsku from, I'm guessing the company is Pamapol. Pamapol.pl, yeah, so Pamapol is the company. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, let me know, and give me a comment, a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the wee bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. If you're a Polish person and you know more about this fasolka thing than I do, let me know in the comments about it, because I would like to know a bit more about it. You know, is the jarred stuff crap? You know, is there a better way to make it, you know, like a recipe or something like that, maybe, that comes off a lot nicer? Let me know. But thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate it, you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. See you then.